What's going on, everybody? Who's ready for a beer? Oh, man. Slow moving today. Slow moving. But sitting back and relaxing today. That's what I'm doing. But it's always good to have a beer in between, you know. So I think today should be hopefully a good one. Keep my fingers crossed. But who knows? We'll see. We shall see. You got a beer ready, Lee? Hopefully you do. And I didn't forget about putting down a towel for this one. I'm not sure. The last one I did from this brewery didn't like foam over when I opened it, so kind of keep my fingers crossed that this won't do it either. But we'll see. That's okay, Lee. You can have one when you get home. You have an excuse. You're on the road. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for this one. It's kind of cool why they came up with this beer. So I'll tell that little story that I have for that. Well, not that I have, but the reason why this beer was practically made. But it's 4 o'clock. So, without further ado, let's do this. Boom. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another live beer review, and today we got another one from Braxton Brewing Company. I did another one of their smoothie sours, I think sometime last week, and it wasn't bad. I wanted a little bit more out of it, so hopefully this one will kind of redeem it a little bit. This one is their just straight up blue raspberry fruited sour. So it's blueberry, raspberry, kind of self-explanatory. But yeah, I like the colors of that can art. I know, like, whenever I look at their smoothie series, can art's usually simple and clean, but the blue colors kind of catch my interest because I'm a fan of blue. But before we get into that, I've kind of already talked about Braxton Brewing Company before. They are out of Kentucky, I believe it is. Yeah, they're out of Covington, Kentucky. So if you're ever up in that area and want to see what kind of stuff they have available, you can either have a location there, or you can even go over to the Newport, where their Braxton Labs location is, where it's kind of, they do like more of their experimental style of beers, and they have those where you can drink those there as well. So, but without further ado, I think we should just crack this guy open because I'm thirsty and I'm ready for a beer. So hopefully, moment of truth. Yeah. Let's see what we're getting on the smell. Oh yeah, a lot of raspberry and a lot of blueberry. I was hoping for, I don't know why, but I wanted this to kind of be like a blue beer because I've seen breweries come out with beers that are blue and it'll be like blue raspberry. I can kind of see it being blue, but it's not. It has that definitely kind of deep, dark, like reddish kind of tone with like a little bit of a purple. But yeah, this smells pretty much straightforward, like a blueberry and a raspberry. So, without further ado, let's pour this guy. Gonna be drinking it out of my Black Horizon Brewing Company glass today, just because different style of glass for this. Just to see nice, a good old like profile of how this beer is gonna look. So let's pour this guy. Yeah, it definitely has that nice reddish color to it. I'm expecting it to get a little bit thicker the more I pour, like it is now. Yep, definitely getting heavier. But yeah, look at that. Now this is a dark boy. Look at that. I love the color of that beer. I don't know why. It just seems very appealing to me. Yeah, right. Getting a lot of the blueberry. Definitely getting a lot of the raspberry. It definitely seems like it's like a ripe raspberry to me. I'm guessing it's probably gonna. That's where I'm gonna be getting most of my tartness out of that. But yeah, let's give it a try. So, cheers, everybody. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Another one that I've tried from them that it's not too sour, to be honest. It's like I don't know why they're kind of promoting it as like part of their like sour series, where it's not too tart. I'd give this definitely maybe a 2 on tartness. Not too bad. But yeah, I really like the color of this, the flavor of the blueberry and the raspberry. Always going to be the most forward things I get out of this. Definitely has like kind of a creamy, kind of a smoothie like mouthfeel. Not really much of a carbonated. It's definitely just fruit flavors in your face with that little bit of like back note of knowing it's a beer. Because to me, when I drink this, it's like all the flavors of the fruit juice just hit you, all like the different fruits, and then there's that beer element that just sits on the back to know that you're drinking an alcoholic beverage / another beer. But this is definitely a thicker one, and it's pretty nice. It's definitely, I'm enjoying it. Like I said before, I would have liked it a little bit tartar. Probably get it to where it's like towards that 2.5, almost 3 on tartness, to where it's not too much, but I want to feel it like in my jaw a little bit, but not to the point to where it's going to be like an uncomfortable kind of drink. So let's kind of talk about this beer, because I was telling you guys earlier about there's a reason why they kind of did this one. So they kind of based it off one of their favorite days. The people at this brewery, one of their favorite days, July 11th, which is free smoothie day, free slushy day at 7-Eleven. So they talk about it's the one time a year 7-Eleven gives away their famously refreshing slushies, totally completely for free. You could fill one of those orange Home Depot buckets with deliciously sour yet sweet blue raspberry slushy, and they wouldn't even bat an eye. And then they talk about how they love getting different quality, like they don't have to wait another 7 months to do this, because they decided to kind of bring out their Braxton Labs kind of version of a blue raspberry smoothie sour. So the brewers jammed, crammed, and packed heaps of blueberry and raspberry puree into the succulent sipper, with each soft and snow swig. Loads of lush berry juice tango across your tongue on the finished smoothie sour ale basis conjures a decadent tartness, offering other 2 satisfying dimensions of flavor the 7-Eleven slushy doesn't have. So they kind of based this off of being big fans of 7-Eleven, free 7-Eleven slushy day, when they can just get as much as the blue raspberry slushy that they want. So they kind of took the element of making a beer out of it. So, well, like it says in the description, you get those strong blueberry and raspberry notes in there that are just very refreshing, very like flavors that I really enjoy when it comes to having like a fruited sour, fruited style of beer. Because I'm a berry guy, so I'm a big fan of this one when it comes to the fruit flavors. But I'm not getting much of that tartness at the end that I would have liked. I mean, it definitely has like a definitely more of like a raspberry jam kind of raspberry flavor in there to me. But overall, you could definitely see on the bottom like some of the black bits from the black, like the blueberry or the raspberry in there. But overall, really, really delicious. It just, I would have liked to see that extra kind of little bit of sour in there. To kind of give it that overall well-balanced kind of smoothie sour kind of note. But definitely when I pour it at the end, definitely is a lot thicker. But the mouthfeel with this one is top-notch. I'm really a big fan of how this one is in the mouthfeel. It definitely gives you that smoothie reminiscent feeling. But let's go see what this guy looks like on Untappd. So, if I didn't say it before, this guy is a 4.8%. So, yeah, this is sessionable easily. You can have a couple of these and just hang out, enjoy good weather, and just sit back and relax. So, 4.8% ABV with over 168 ratings on Untappd. This guy has an average rating of 3.62 on Untappd. So, not bad. Definitely on the higher end of ratings, I would say. Once you're getting close to that 3.75 kind of area, you're more of like a, this is definitely a wildly more enjoyable beer. But let's see what other people are rating this one. So somebody gave it a 3.75. Somebody gave it a 3.25, 4, 3.5. Let's see, 3.75, 3.25, 3.75, 3.5, 3.25, 3.5, 4, 4, 3.5, 3.75, 3.5. So somebody gave it a 3.5, saying it was a watered down fruited smoothie. This would be a good session boat beer. Okay, so they think it's quite watered down. I don't really think it's watered down. I'm definitely getting those strong fruit flavors. That really doesn't seem really watery to me. But I really enjoy like the big elements that I get out of this is that big raspberry jam kind of flavor I get from it. But it's a slight tartness, but it's not much of a tartness in this, which I would have liked to see a little bit more of coming from possibly the blueberry. Maybe like pick a blueberry that's not as ripe, do like a more of an unripened blueberry added there that can bring out more of that natural tartness from it. But the whole jammy aspect of the raspberry in here with that kind of thick smoothie mouthfeel is delicious. This is definitely a good one. But let's start getting down ratings here. Of course, if I haven't said before, you can find some Braxton Brewing Company's things on Untappd. I'm not Untappd, Tavour. So they always have their IPAs from the Braxton Labs available, so you got to keep out for that. Or you can go on Braxton Brewing Company's website and kind of go to the Find Our Beer section, and you can kind of put in your zip code and see what breweries are available near you. Let's see, because all it's saying for verified locations to be able to get the smoothie sour is either at the Newport location or the Covington location. So I'm not sure if this beer is available right now, but you just have to kind of keep an eye out for when they do the releases of their smoothie sours. But it's good. Definitely, you don't get like the boozy kind of taste just because it's a lower ABV. But it's overall very refreshing and a very fruit-forward kind of style of fruited sour. Just kind of, I'm putting emphasis on the sour end of this because to me it's not really sour at all. It's just like a natural tartness from either a slight natural tartness of like the raspberry or the blueberry that's giving that. I'm thinking it's more on the blueberry side of things that's giving that natural tartness, but I would have liked to see it a little bit more tart. But let's start going down ratings here. So, can art. Really isn't much can art to this. It's very sophisticated. Definitely has those. I like the colors. I like how they do the sciencey kind of look with the everything. Kind of make it seem like this was made in a lab. The colors would definitely be something that would catch my attention at like a liquor store or a bottle shop, just because seeing blue like that automatically, like those kind of colors, is something I feel like your eyes would like when you're scanning. The glass doors when you're looking to see the cold beer, a blue would definitely be something that would be like, okay, take a look at this one. So, and plus the lower ABV, I would definitely recommend to bring something like if you just want to sit outside and relax and not have to worry about getting a little tipsy after having a few of these, because with it being a 4.8. Yeah, you're not going to have to worry about that at all. Plus, the flavor is going to be good. I just overall would have wished that it was a little bit more tart to kind of give it that more. I feel like if you add a certain tartness into a fruited sour or like a smoothie sour, it actually brings out the feeling of it being more refreshing. So I would have liked to see that. I'll see that a little bit more, but overall, it's pretty damn good. But let's see. If I would have gotten this beer in a flight at Braxton, would I get another one? I like this more than the Caribbean Breeze because I'm more of a berry guy. So I probably would 100% if I wanted to just sit back and enjoy and not go crazy at the brewery, I'd get another one of these and drink it. Yeah, for sure. I enjoy the flavors from it. I enjoy the mouthfeel. I enjoy the berry notes, like the jammy kind of raspberry with a little bit of a tartness from the blueberry. But it's overall really delicious, and I'd recommend it for people who are just looking for an easy kind of fruited sour drinker. I'd recommend this if you want to kind of get into the realm of like fruited sours, just because it's not too tart, and you'll kind of just like, you can kind of build up your like tart tolerance a little bit, just because of having a couple of these. You'll notice a little bit of tartness, but it's not going to be, you can like kind of do it in stages. So this would be a good kind of start of a fruited sour. I would recommend to somebody who is looking to drink that kind of style of beer. But let's get down to final ratings here. Like I said, I really enjoy like the jammy raspberry. I like the slight, maybe a really, really slight bitterness of the blueberry kind of mixing in there really well. It's really smooth. Definitely has that smoothie mouthfeel that I enjoy. But to me, that raspberry, that jammy kind of taste that it's giving, oh yeah, that's probably one of my favorite parts about this beer, to kind of give it that taste that I really enjoy. But let's see, I'm going to probably give this a solid 7 out of 10. I think so. Yeah, it's good. I would definitely recommend this for like a beginner smoothie, like fruited sour kind of situation. So yeah, if you know anybody who's trying to get into this kind of beer and is kind of scared to experiment, I would definitely recommend the Braxton Brewing Company's Blue Raspberry Smoothie Sour, 100%. This was definitely a great starter to kind of going into that realm of beers. So if you're able to get your hands on this stuff, I definitely recommend it if you're interested to give that kind of beer a shot. But other than that, I think that is what I have for you guys this afternoon. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. Greatly appreciate all of you. Got another one tomorrow for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. Post will be going up on Instagram. Same time as usual, around noon. Between 12 and 12:30, so keep an eye on Instagram for that. And then, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So if you guys are interested in trying to find some other stuff from Braxton, you can always get Tavor. And if you have Tavor available to you, just keep an eye out. They drop some of their IPAs along with some of their fruited sours from time to time. So otherwise, you can go to Braxton Brewing Company's website and see locations near you in the section where they're find beer finder section, and see if you can get anything near them. I love their IPAs. The smoothie sours are good. They're not like something to run home about when it comes to, I feel like their smoothie sour line is probably like a good beginner line for fruited sours. So that's really nice that they do it that way. They kind of give people a good introduction to what a fruited sour is like. So if you're looking to try to get into that kind of style of beer, Braxton would probably be on the top of my list for a good introduction to them. Just because from the two I've had, they're not too tart. The fruit flavors are there if you're looking for a more fruit style of beer. And yeah, when it comes to their IPAs are awesome. I'm hopefully going to have some of them for review in the next couple weeks, hopefully. We'll see. But other than that, that is pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And if you guys want to see what I'm drinking or kind of get a little bit of social media aspect for beer drinkers, make sure to give me a friend request on Untapped. My link to my profile is down in the description below. But without further ado, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic evening. If you're going to drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and cheers everybody. See you next time.